Want to manage and track communications with your vendors in CRM? Are your vendors in another accounting system? You need an easy way to integrate those vendors from one system to another. Today I'm going to pretend to be an AP clerk. I will pull vendor data from Dynamics GP and send it over to Dynamics CRM. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to GP here and I'll click on the vendor's card and I'll pull that up for lookup, and then I'm going to choose a travel company. And I'm just going to enter in a bunch of random characters here and I'll save that. I'm just going to be dealing with that one vendor today. I'll go over to the SmartConnect and I got a couple connections that I can use. I'm going to use in the CRM and the GP one today. All you're going to be doing is you enter in your credentials. Same thing for the GP, you'll choose the environment and the credentials. Now if I go to data sources here, I got one that's setup called vendor, and this uses the GP environment. That was the connection we made over here, and it's choosing the Fabricant company. Now if you're familiar with SQL, you'll see that I'm selecting star from PM00200. That's everything from the vendor master, where it's ACE Travel. Now you don't need to know SQL, that's fine. You just click on modify and you'll notice that I have a diagram format now, and this has all the tables available from GP. You can just double click to add them. What I'm dealing with today is the vendor master file, and I'm choosing all columns where the vendor ID is ACE Travel, and that just builds that query for me. Click on data and you'll see it's pulling back to my data. Now if I go over to the integrations tab here and open that up, first thing you'll see is the ID, and give it a description, and we're going to have a source and a destination. The source is going to be the vendor's data source that I set up over here. Click preview, there's my data. And the destination will be the CRM environment that we set up over on the Connections tab. I chose Accounts, and down here you can just double click that and you can go map your columns. These are all the columns that are available for my source. Everything checked here has been mapped, and this is where you can send it to. So you can say I set my vendor name, ID, some address information. Scroll down, there's a phone number. If I go all the way to the bottom, you'll see I have relationship type set to vendor, and that's because everything is an account in CRM and you have to say it's a vendor type. Once again, you can still click preview and there's our data. Now all you have to do is press run to execute this, or you can just do it from right here and you click run. And yes, I would like to run that. There's our one record and it's done like that. Click done here, and if I go over to CRM, there's our original vendor that we have, and I click refresh, and a travel company has entered in here. And scroll down, you can see on address 2, I have that little random string that I put in there just to show you. Now that we have a vendor integrated, we can manage our relationship with this vendor in CRM. If you'd like to learn more about SmartConnect, contact us at Profit Business Group at www.profit.ca. That's www.prophet.ca. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this.